And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, I know I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and you guys know, man, I've been following this story for a while. I'm a huge advocate for Caitlin Clark. I love the underdog mentality, regardless of the skin color. I'm rooting for the white chick, whatever. Angel Reese, man. I mean, this just does not get old with her. And I'm going to explain to you guys why I put this old clip here. But I want you guys to focus on Angel Reese's BDE. You guys know what BDE is, right? I mean, come on. All right, so all of the BDE spewing off of this screen in this moment with Angel Reese, right? Big bad Angel Reese, a.k.a. Draymond Reese is what I call her. Even her playing style. Like, Draymond doesn't really do a lot on the court, but, I mean, obviously he's still, like, an impactful player. I don't know if Angel Reese has reached that status yet. But Angel Reese, man, next to her teammate, she's talking like this, guys. And remind you, she's the loudest mouth rookie out of all the rookies. Obviously, people like to support Angel Reese through and through. I have no problem with that. I happen to still think Angel Reese is an okay player. I'm not going to even say that she's a good player. I think that, she's a morale, energy type of player, offensive rebounds, putbacks. Okay, you can use that and you can do stuff with that. I think that she has some type of appeal that has brought certain eyes to the game. Not going to take that from her. Notice I'm giving her all of her accolades so that nobody thinks that I'm tearing this lovely black lady down, okay? But notice her energy here in this video where she's embracing being a villain. She wanted to be this. She's leaned into it. She wore the Joker shoes to the last matchup against Caitlin Clark. And, that went viral and so did the foul, right? So, this energy here is supposed to be Angel Reese 24/7. And when she goes to the podium, she likes to play victim, which is the most confusing thing to me because I see these reports. WNBA fans worried about Angel Reese's mental health after concerning story from Sky practice surfaces. Here's my thing. Now, all of a sudden, Angel Reese is having mental health problems. But the energy that she approaches the game with post-game, you never would think that. So, one, I keep telling you guys that I don't think that Angel Reese wants to be the bad guy. I think that whoever her PR team is saying, hey, you need to lean in this if you want to stay relevant for the next few years to come. And just for the game, if you want eyes to stay on you, then you have to play the role. You have to stay, of course, on, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, right? And I think that it is affecting Angel Reese because deep down, she's still a woman. No woman wants to wake up and face this type of backlash unless you have the heart for it. She's still a very young, immature young lady. And I think that because of all of the NIL money, all of the celebrity status, I get a little grit, being from Maryland and all that. I think that a lot of that shit just went to her head, man. I'm just going to be honest. I think that a lot of that has gone to her head and she wants to be the it chick. But what she's done now is dug herself in a hole that I just don't see herself getting out unless for some reason she does a whole 360. You know what I'm saying? And we saw stuff like this happen with NBA players. You see Kyrie Irving, how he's trying to convince the world that he's not the person he was. And I think later on down the line in life, Angel Reese is going to realize that she did not have to do a lot of this stuff. I also made a video yesterday about how a lot of WNBA players should have came together and helped Caitlin Clark so that Caitlin Clark could help them in return and reciprocate this energy to uplift the league. And I think that Angel Reese could have a whole different look on a lot of people across not just America, but the world. Obviously, Caitlin Clark is a sensational player that a lot of people want to see. And I think that the armor in Angel Reese's persona is starting to crack. It's starting to chip a little bit because she's feeling the pressure of the world as they weigh in. I mean, I'm talking about guys. They are going in on this young lady. Of course, I make my reaction videos because I just look at it from the perspective of fairness. But I think that Angel Reese is looking at the cult-like fan base that's behind Caitlin Clark. Like I told you guys, man, Caitlin Clark is America's new sweetheart. So they are going to ride for this young lady like crazy, the same way that they did, like they act for Trump, Taylor Swift, like all of these people. Even like, if you got a cult like fan base, it don't matter what you do, they're going to support you. You could look at Kanye West, you could look at Drake, you could look at Travis Scott. I mean, the list goes on, the Kardashians, whatever. And I think that Angel Reese has bitten off more than she can chew. I think that she's put herself in a box that, only people like her are going to agree with some of her tactics. And just the pure bitterness and jealousy of Caitlin Clark has since rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, especially in the black community. I mean, if I had to take a guess, I would like to say that a lot of black athletes who come out and support Caitlin Clark, Serena Williams, LeBron James, Patrick Mahomes, like all these high caliber GOAT like athletes, Tom Brady, they're looking at it through the lens of like, most people who look at right and wrong, right? People with common sense. I would like to think that most of these people have a bitter taste in their mouth about Angel Reese, and it does not make her feel good to see so many people acknowledging her and Angel Reese not getting that. You know what I'm saying? And also, not to mention, the Chicago Sky, I would like to say, are a more talented roster than the Indiana Fever. And Caitlin Clark is smacking that ass every chance that she gets. So it's just like Caitlin Clark just shows up on the court and Angel Reese shows up off the court. And I think that people, ideally, I think that people respect that more than just a loudmouth, angry woman. And I think that, like the energy she had in the clip that I just played, in the beginning, I do feel like when Angel Reese, is all alone, she likes to play like this victim. She likes to cry. She did the same thing after the championship or whatever was going on in college, and she got eliminated. And we saw how she was saying that she's victimized, she's sexualized, but yeah, she likes to dress wearing see-through clothing to get attention. And she does this often. She likes to be a big bad wolf on the court and then cry wolf, when things aren't going her way. Because I could guarantee you this, guys. If Angel Reese was smacking Indiana Fever left and right both times that they met, Angel Reese's energy would be so different. She cannot wait to get this win against the Indiana Fever, and they just cannot break through. And that's what is making Caitlin Clark fan base even more stronger, because Caitlin Clark isn't handling the media right like Angel Reese is, and she doesn't have these mental health issues because Caitlin Clark is simply being herself. Of course, you're going to have mental health issues when you aren't sure of yourself, when you're feeding into an identity that may not be all of you. I'm not going to say that it isn't some of you, because I do believe that Angel Reese has a lot of grit to her. I think that, she has a lot of rah-rah and a lot of, high morale energy to her that she brings to the game. And that's super passionate, and I respect that. But to get more into like more of this breakdown, this is how Angel Reese is now talking to the media, where it's like she's being short-worded with them. She's being angry with them because she's just irritated. She's losing in all ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking away from the points, the double-doubles. She's been on a roll. I'm not taking away from that. But let's get into this where it seems like, she's pretty much going at it with the media now, where she's saying, I can't trust any of y'all. Angel Reese is accusing the media of twisting her words and saying stuff like, I can't trust any of y'all. To me, that just reeks of frustration, right? As it goes on to say, Chicago Sky rookie Angel Reese appeared to be more guarded with some of her answers on Tuesday when she spoke to the media following the team's loss to the Indiana Fever. However, amid the latest drama involving the two rookies and surrounding chatter, the Chicago Sun-Times reported that Reese brushed off a few questions with a two-word answer: I'm good. And see, stuff like that is why Angel Reese cannot get out of her own way, because you have a job. You signed up for the WNBA. Apparently, this is your dream. This is what comes with it. You can't pick and choose when you want to get in the media. When you're winning, it's Chicago Barbie, Sky Barbie, Bayou Barbie, and it's all that talking all that crap, right? But when things aren't going your way, is when you really see a person's true character, in my opinion. And it's just hard for me to respect this because, as big as your mouth is, you would like to think that you could be more, media trained for stuff like this. And, maybe she hasn't gone through proper media training. I'm not going to discredit that, but it's clearly showing that, because he says here that Reese was then asked why the back and forth started out tense. I know how y'all like to twist. I'm sorry, guys. I just feel like I got to read it like how she acts. I know y'all like to twist my words, so I'm just keeping it short and sweet. The former LSU standout said, I can't trust any of y'all, so I'm just letting you know, short and sweet. I can read this off of this screen here and just feel the energy coming off of this. And you wonder why a lot of people get behind someone like Caitlin Clark, because this isn't her energy. Now think about this. If you acting like this, if I'm a fan and I saw you acting like this, why would I want to ask you for an autograph? I'd be like, oh my God, she's in a bad mood. Maybe I should leave her alone. You see Caitlin Clark, always just a basketball player. She's doing great things for the league. She's beating them. She's Caitlin Clark, man. Sensational talent. She's beating them at their own game and still elevating herself with class. And I'm not saying that these women lack class, because I do believe that they have common sense. I think that the cattiness, the jealousy, and all of the bitterness overshadows all of that. So it is going to look a little classless. And she has to learn how to play the game. And when I say play the game, not just basketball, politics, media, and you in Chicago, okay? Chicago, they thirsty. Okay, they can flip, twist, just like New York. Anything that you say can be a headliner. Even this, look at how this came out. You said 2 words and they made a whole report of it on how your energy was. You see what I'm saying? You have to learn, Angel Reese, how to play the game. And you wonder why the stock for Caitlin Clark is steadily increasing and yours is diminishing. And it's so funny how people come out to defend a lot of the ignorant things that are going on with the Chicago Sky, especially the women. Because here's a news flash. These same women that are standing up for you, they're standing up for you because of your skin color, because they are not watching your game. Nobody is watching the WNBA if it's not involving Caitlin Clark. That's the first thing. So the first step in my advice to Angel Reese is let's just be honest here. Let's just be real here. And that's the truth. And I know I'm probably get a lot of backlash for keeping it a bean, but that's what I do on my channel, man. I got to keep it a buck. I got to tell you guys the truth. And I am not the only person that feels like this. Trust me. There's a lot of people. ESPN has puppets who are afraid to come out and just say it like it is. If you look at ESPN, clearly it leans heavily into DEI. You look at Fox Sports, Colin Cowherd, Skip Bayless, what's his name? Keyshawn, Paul Pierce. All of these folks speak their mind because they don't have to play this game. They could keep it real and tell how they see what's going on. They could just tell it like it is. Where ESPN is a part of Disney. Come on, guys. Disney is going to be, you can't go against the grain, right? So you got to go along to get along, right? Go along, get along game, like my boy Kwame Brown says. And, until Angel Reese realizes this, she's going to continue to have mental health problems. She's going to continue to stress because she isn't being herself. She's allowing the NIL money, which will run out shortly if you aren't careful. And I get it, you got these few endorsements, but nothing lasts forever, especially if you aren't marketable. That's the key word, marketable. Caitlin Clark simply is more marketable. And for the life of me, it just seems like Angel Reese does not understand that. Like, this is all business. And in the WNBA, they are putting their feelings before business. Straight up. They're being more emotional than they should be logical. Where it seems like whoever's in Caitlin Clark's corner, they're representing her right. They're teaching her and telling her the right things to do and the right things to say so that she does not mess up her money. And I just feel like Angel Reese is failing herself and selling herself short because she does have the potential. Cameron Brink just went down. Obviously, Cameron Brink is killing the TikToks. I think she's the most fashionable. Y'all know I got a crush on Cameron Brink. So Cameron Brink, what's up? What's up? Cameron Brink is the most fashionable WNBA player out of all of these women to me. Now, I will say this. There is a player on the Chicago Sky. I don't know her name. Jesus Christ. Black lady. Oh, my goodness. I forget her name, but I follow you on Instagram and you are banging. You bad. I ain't gonna lie. Man, she bad. And y'all know who I'm talking about. Drop her name in the comment section, man, because that black lady there, that black chick is fine. And I just think that this is the moment in time that Angel Reese should, capitalize off of this. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the big bad villain. You don't have to be that, man. You can be yourself without being ugly and muddying and uglying up everything, you know, that comes across your path in an interview. And you need to be taught to and trained on how to keep your emotions intact when you're addressing the media, because at the end of the day, they're still going to do their job. And a lot of them are going to be there if and when you get traded or after you are no longer with the Chicago Sky. And I just think that Angel Reese has to simply look in the mirror, man, and take a break and honestly look at herself and ask, what is she doing and what is the end goal? Because obviously, if it's stressing you like this and you're having mental health issues, you're not going to even be able to put up the points and play the game that you are capable of playing. So you guys tell me what y'all think on this. I mean, I think that Angel Reese, man, is a super talented woman. I think that a lot of this beef that she's making up and putting in her head is only hurting her head. Honestly, it's clearly giving her problems, because on one side of the spectrum, Caitlin Clark isn't having these mental health issues. No matter how many times she gets knocked down, flagrant fouls, it doesn't matter. She gets up and execute to the fullest. I just think that Angel Reese could have the same thing going for her. So you guys tell me what y'all think on this situation. Thank you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. See you guys next time. Peace. Yeah.